What is up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to yet another Saturday afternoon of retro. Now today the game I have for you is a racing game. Just to answer some questions, no, I don't know if this is what inspired Road Rash or not. It looks a lot like it, you know, but this is a game called Hang On. Now you may be asking, what is so hype about this game? Go ahead and put my 5 in. Basically, the appeal for this game was in the arcade itself, because this game had a replica sports bike that you sat on. So you weren't like sitting in a chair holding a controller, right? You actually were on a motorcycle, and you actually had to lean on that replica motorcycle in order to make these turns. So every time you see me turning now, you actually had to lean on the bike to make those turns. Oh, and if you ever crash, then the bike would rumble, and so that's why the game. Hold on, what? But that's why the game was called Hang On, because you were actually on a replica motorcycle when you were playing. Now, another thing too is, you see my timer is running out. You got checkpoints. Each checkpoint is a level. Oh, now that was messed up. So if you crash a lot, you'll miss the checkpoint, you'll run out of time. And if I'm not mistaken, you then have to enter in some quarters to keep playing. Now, I never finished this game. But yeah, that was the appeal of it in the arcade. In the actual arcade buildings, like you were actually sitting on. You know what? Okay. It looks like I'm not gonna make this checkpoint. But the farther you get, the higher your points are. And that was what made this game so appealing back in the day. Was that rather than sitting on a chair and that one was actually on me. So yeah, my time is out. But that's what made this game so appealing back in the day. Yeah, it looks like I didn't make it far enough. And it looks like you can't continue. You have to do it in one go. So let's try that again. But yeah. Sometimes when I was leaning on that bike, I was like, how in the world is it not like falling over? Because on some of these curves, you had to lean so far over to keep from going off the map, you know? Off the road, I mean. And if you slam on the brakes, the bike would rumble as well. So you can't just like slam on the brakes. You gotta let off easy. Man, these bikers though. But yeah, I never made it to the end. And my goal in this video is to try and make it through all the checkpoints. Okay, looks like I'm 14 seconds with 17 seconds ahead of the checkpoint timer, so I got some time to work with. And there are no, I don't believe there are any places. It's just beating the checkpoint. So unlike Road Rash where you're like, you know, constantly trying to get first place, and here you're just trying to stay on the map and get the time required to, and I think I just failed. I may be able to get to the checkpoint if I gas it, if I just go full speed from now on, but these curves are not being kind. Come on, come on. 5, okay. But I got even less time now. So I gotta have less mistakes. Bro, move. But yeah, I gotta have less mistakes and more speed. Look at him. He just like getting in my way on purpose. But just imagine trying to do this while sitting on a model of a sports bike and leaning with each curve. Well, that's it. I only got 10 seconds. You gotta run a near perfect race. Unless the checkpoint is right down there at the corner. Yeah. How far did I get this time? I got pretty far. I got significantly farther than last time. Alright. Try that again. And I don't know if this is the only stage. Wait, I got 7 million points. Is that what that says on there? Yeah, 7 million. Alright. And of course, the next person that was on would try and beat your distance. And I don't know how we did it, but back in the day, like, it was not that hard to share. Like nowadays, people will sit on a machine for like the whole, like 4 or 5 hours knowing other people want to play. You know what I'm saying? But back in the day, we actually took turns, like with total strangers. And again, the arcades, a lot of times in the arcade, total strangers would become the best of friends, you know? And people would be standing in line waiting to try the game, and we would go run for run, see who was the best. And of course, you always had the show off, right? You always had that one guy that was like, yeah, I ride bikes for real, so this is not really a problem for me. Oh, and he'd just be leaning through all the turns, and I'm like, you know what, I don't even care. I don't even care, because I'm still going to try and beat the score, you know what I'm saying? But they were really innovative back in the day, man. And the arcades now, they got some good arcades out there now, but most of the arcades that remain now don't really have a lot of, you know. 17? Wait, are we getting to the, okay, I'm about to say, you know what, bro? I was going perfectly up until that point. Now I have to run like a near perfect race at almost max speed. At almost max speed in order, well, that's it. That's it. I'm not doing it this run, I can tell you that now. But yeah, man, the thing that made this game so much fun back in the day was when you crashed, that bike would shake. And you'd almost fall off for real. You know what, bro? Man, this ain't road rash. People, why y'all keep knocking me into stuff, bro? But yeah, whenever you crash, that bike would rock and you would almost fall off of it. Now, I don't know about every arcade, but the one that we would go to, there would be like padding and stuff. I think it clocks your farthest run. And that's the farthest one so far, so I gotta try and beat that. But yeah, there was like padding and stuff around it, so you wouldn't... The kids, it wasn't dangerous. Like the kids would... It was, and aside from that as well, there weren't really kids playing it. It was mostly like teenagers. So you rarely had somebody actually fall. On stage 1, I just gotta floor it. I gotta go full speed to make up for as much time as I possibly can. That's just, you know what, bro? Okay. I'm not gonna seek vengeance. I'm not gonna seek vengeance. I'm just gonna pass you, that's all. Alright. Y'all gotta get out my way though. Like, real talk, y'all gotta get out of my way. Oh no! Okay. So far we're doing good. So far I'm doing pretty good. I just gotta make sure I don't crash. And that these bikers don't cause me to get into an accident. Bro, what did I just say? It's over. It's over. That whole run, one crash took it all out. I don't think I got it now. 12 seconds left. Wait, we might be at the checkpoint. We are, okay. That was close. Move, what? By the way, I did see the Summer Game Fest. Bro, they gotta chill, man. They gotta chill for real. You know what? Hopefully I have that thought. I remember that thought. Right now I gotta focus on reaching this checkpoint before time runs out. I gotta go full gas because there ain't much time left. No! How close did I get? I didn't beat the score. Wait, you know what I wonder? Could you put in more tokens to get more time? Hold on, let me check that. No, you can't. Okay. But yeah, I did see the Summer Game Fest opening thing. There were a few games on there that I thought were pretty interesting. Mind's Eye is one that I thought I might check out. I saw that they revealed Resident Evil 9. Unless they go back to like... Here's my thing about Resident Evil. And this may be a bad take, but this is just my opinion, alright? after Resident Evil 6, I haven't really cared much about a Resident Evil because they basically, after the events of Resident Evil 6, all of America, most of Africa, most of China, and Japan has all been infected by a form of the zombie virus. So, and then they just go from Resident Evil 7, they switch to Ethan and this mold stuff. And I'm like, bruh, what happened to Leon and Chris in them? And yeah, you put Chris in Resident Evil 8, but then you introduce werewolves and all this other stuff. I'm like, bro, nah, I haven't really, I lost interest when they got rid of the survival horror aspect of Resident Evil. They turned zombies in, they turned zombies into werewolves. I was going slow. This was the best time I had yet. But yeah, they swapped out zombies for these werewolves. They swapped out third person for this first person view. And I was like, nah, I'm not feeling the first person view at all. It works. It works for a lot of horror games, but I'm more a fan of the third person view for Resident Evil. I can't stand these riders right now. They kind of getting on my nerves. This is the farthest I've gotten. Well, not yet, but I've almost. Yo, this is actually as far as I've gotten because I'm getting a higher score now, and I'm not gonna reach the checkpoint. I can't. How close was I, man? Oh, I wasn't. I thought I'd be somewhat close, but I wasn't that close. Try again. But yeah, I need something. I need it to be more like Resident Evil 1 through 3, where it's just zombies and tyrants. Wesker was okay, but then you started putting what's his name, Guildenstern or something like that. No, not that's Onimusha. But that dude with the glasses that can control metal, and then you got what's her name? All these weird like mutant creatures and stuff, werewolves. It's like, bro, this ain't Resident Evil anymore. This is like I forgot that dude's name. The dude that hunts vampires and stuff. But it to me, bro. But oh wow, 70 seconds, yeah. I'm making good time here. But in my opinion, it stopped being Resident Evil around right after 6. Cause I didn't even really like what they did with 6 when it comes to the family, mainly because they stopped talking about it. You know, you had the one member of the family that could turn into a T-Rex and all this other stuff, and then you had Ustanak and Wesker's son and all of that, right? But then you just drop all that for Ethan Winters and his family and a mold creature. It's like, bro, why you gonna drop the story? Where's Leon Kennedy? Where's Jill Valentine? You know? Where's Wesker's son at? I think I just remember that I hate this game. I might be able to get past this checkpoint if I don't crash again. Let me see here. I saw the Lies of P DLC. But honestly speaking, I'm more interested in the next game that they hinted at the end of Lies of P, where it looked like Dorothy was walking into a place. Honestly speaking, I'm kind of done with Lies of P because I did so much in it, so I'm not really that. Well, I had it until then. Come on, I gotta at least get past checkpoint 3. Come on now. But yeah, other than that, I didn't really see anything else in the Summer Game Fest that I was interested in. Although there are some games that I am interested in when they come out. Oh wait! There was also Wu-Chang Fallen Feathers. That seems to be it seems to be something similar to Wolong Fallen Dynasty. And then there's also Neo 3. I have to do some research into the Neo story plot though. But it seems like it's another Samurai Warriors type thing. With like the story of Nobunaga Oda and all of that. 75 seconds. Okay, I'm making good time here. Man, dude, I hate that dude, man. They better be glad this isn't Road Rash. I'm not kidding. If this was Road Rash, I would come back with a vengeance. For real. And see, when I bump into somebody, I go flying, which doesn't make sense. But yeah, ooh, that was close. I wasn't going fast enough to. I might as well go ahead and hang this one up. I might as well go ahead and hang this run up, because this is it. Yeah, and the checkpoint was right there. Alright. Run that back, man. Run that back. And as far as what I've seen with Resident Evil 9, like the graphics, oh yeah, there's another one. 007 something light. I think that game might be interesting. That game might be interesting. It might be. I don't know. James Bond was a gigolo, so I don't know how to feel about that. You know what I'm saying? Like, no. I've always wondered though, like, who would win in a fight? And then stop, bro. What are you doing, bro? You know what? Now, ooh, if I don't make this checkpoint, oh yes. And if you're wondering, no. I really don't like these people. I really don't. I don't like these riders. In case you're wondering, no, I was not able to get a Switch 2. And again, I have seen people play Mario Kart World, and I see the appeal. Mario Kart World seems like I mean, from what I've seen, it's something I really would like to play. But the only issue with me, well, there are two issues really. One, the system is out of stock everywhere, and two, even if it was in stock, okay. Bro, stay calm, stay calm, stay calm. Run that back. But yeah, now it's out of stock. But even if it was in stock, I don't know. At this particular time, I would only be getting it to play Mario Kart World. And I feel like there are only so many times, right, that you can do. There's only so many times you can do knockout before that is like, you know, no longer interesting. I like the fact that you can like unlock stuff in the open world. That should not knock me off the road, bro. But I feel like I feel like there needs to be more games than just Mario Kart World if I'm gonna pick up the Switch 2. And the other games that they listed on there were like games that are already on other consoles. And I got the best console that you can have, which is a PC. So, in my opinion, you know what I'm saying? So, I don't see why I would get it on the Switch if I already have it on PC. So yeah, maybe when some other stuff comes out and the Switch comes back in stock, I'll pick it up. And then there's Elden Ring Night Rain. Bro, I did not touch that sign! I did not touch that sign! It's a wrap now. But yeah, Elden Ring Night Rain. I think I will pick that up, but it'll be like when it's in reduced price, because I feel like there was way more. I feel like you could fit. I feel like you could fit 1,000 Night Rains in just Shadow of the Erd Tree alone. You know? Yo. There's gotta be some cheat to make yourself invincible or something, cause that's not right. That's not right at all. They get to just ram into you and you can't, look at that. You can't ram into them at all. And I only got 12 seconds. Yeah, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. Man, I can't stand these guys, bro. I'm like 3 checkpoints away and they, you know what? Run it back. Oh, I ain't got no more credits. Alright. I'll give myself 5 attempts. But yeah, like I feel like, and this is not for everybody, I'm just saying for me, eventually I would figure out how to beat all the bosses, all the night bosses, right? Night Lords. And at that point, the game won't be that interesting to me anymore. So for me personally, I don't feel like Night Rain warrants. I mean, there's enough in Night Rain to warrant $39.99. So that's why I haven't picked that up. Because like Shadow of the Erd Tree was almost like Elden Ring 2, you know? But Night Rain is just like it seems like it's an Elden Ring light. I don't even think I touched that guy. Honestly speaking, I don't even think I touched that guy. They just straight tripping right now. Cause I really don't even think I touched that guy at all. But yeah, so I mean I have a list with like, I think there's 22 games on it that I've seen so far. One of them is what was the name of that? It's not Plague. Eel is one. Although I have to make sure that, you know, because I saw a trailer for Eel, and it did look like, you know, some weird stuff was happening with their quote-unquote zombies. I tried slowing down, man. It's a wrap. It's a wrap. Even now with 50-some seconds left, it's a wrap. I have to run my best race yet for it not to be a wrap. And there you have it. And yes, I could have gotten one at launch, but my days of midnight releases are over. You know, I was doing midnight releases back when World of Warcraft had their expansion packs, you know what I'm saying? But those days are long since behind me. Not saying that I'm some old washed up dude, but I'm just saying, like, with the way the world is now, you know what I'm saying? With the way the world is now, I try not to be out of the house after certain hours, you know. But yeah, I understand the appeal of Mario Kart World. I enjoyed watching all those who played it play it, you know. And who knows, one day I might be able to pick me up a Switch 2 and stop living vicariously. Alright. I'm off to a good start here. Look at this guy, man. I am off to a good start. Let me get out y'all way, cause y'all be tripping. Y'all be tripping. I always wonder how bikers don't like hurt their knees when they be leaning this far over. And I also wonder how they're able to sit upright afterwards, you know? It look like you would fall over and crash leaning this far on a bike. Look at this guy, man. He's trying to hit me. I mean, the checkpoint is right there too. Alright, if I lock in, I should be fine. But I gotta truly lock in. I gotta truly lock in here. And dodge all these crabs in a barrel. They should make a way other than the checkpoint for you to gain more time, you know? Come on, come on. You know what? I hate these dudes, man. I hate these dudes for real, bro. They tripping for real. Cause they be getting in your way on purpose and they know it. And I just be trying to race, bro, and they up here trying to play road rash. Don't make me go turn on the actual road rash. Cause then we can talk for real. Man, all right. I'm on. This is a pretty good start here. Yeah, this is a pretty good start here. You know what? Let me stop saying things are a pretty good start. Cause then people just start tripping. One minute and 3 seconds, huh? And see, why can't I just go through them like they're going through each other? Oh yeah, there was one other game that I saw that I'm definitely gonna pick up. Day one. God's willing. God willing, I will be picking up Marvel Tokon. Because I'm a huge fan of the Marvel Versus series. I played every last one of them. I was at a complete stop. How did you? And this is why I don't buy a motorcycle for real. Cause I feel like with all the debris and stuff I run over with a car, I feel like all I need to do, and those who can ride or who do ride motorcycles, let me know if I'm just tripping. But I feel like all you gotta do is hit a rock. Just hit one rock, and your bike is going off the road. You know what I'm saying? And that could be an irrational fear. Cause I could definitely buy a bike. I just haven't for that reason. I just feel like the slightest thing in the road. I feel like the slightest thing in the road would just cause you to fall off. And falling off a bike going 60-some miles per hour is not favorable, you know? Yeah, I'm not gonna make it. It doesn't matter how fast I go now. I'm not gonna make it in time. Especially not after that. It's a wrap. I can't get past that third checkpoint. No matter how hard I try, I can't get past that third checkpoint. But yeah, let me know if I'm just tripping. In that you actually can ride over a rock on a sports bike. 'Cause I want it like a sports bike. I don't want like a Harley. I want like a Kawasaki, you know what I'm saying? But aside from that, there's just like, I don't know, I guess you could call it I don't know if you can call it an irrational fear or not, but I just like, the most I'm willing to do is riding an e-bike. I just feel like if I'm going 60, 70 miles per hour, I would rather do it in a car than on a motorcycle. I'm not happy about that at all. I'm trying to stay calm, because if you get upset while playing a game, you won't be able to do your best. You won't be able to perform at your peak. But yeah, one thing about Mario Kart World, that knockout mode is probably the only thing I'd play. Especially after I unlocked everything. You know? Dude, how many... And so you may be asking yourself, how many times are you going to get hit by that sign? But the screen jerks you into it. They do that in Roll Rash too. They'll jerk you into the sign because of how sharp the curve is. Can I make it in time? Can I make it in time? I mean, the checkpoint was right there. The checkpoint was right there. But yeah, if it weren't for that, I'd have bought a motorcycle like 10 years ago. But it's those concerns that I have, yeah. Like I feel like even if I'm on my way to the grocery store and I'm in the parking lot and just happen to run over a rock or a stick, and my bike would just tumble over, you know? Not to mention, there are some crazy drivers out there on the road every day. All it takes is one bit of road rage and I'm meeting my maker, you know what I mean? 13 seconds ain't bad. 13 seconds ain't bad. I can work with this. I just gotta dodge these guys and not get hit by the screen jerk. Because that screen will jerk. Oh boy, I just knew I was hit. I was already preparing myself to calm down because I knew I was hit right there. That was close. In this video, I want to at least reach new territory, game. Come on now. Help me do that at least. Alright. Bro, what is going on here? No. I did so well up till now. This third track is like this third checkpoint is like a gatekeeper, bro. Man, get off me, bro. It's a wrap. I'm not gonna be able to make it. Yet again. Was that the Shell company's logo? Like the Shell gas station? I'm not gonna be able to make it, even though I'm going pretty fast now. Yeah. Bro, I was almost there. If I hadn't, I promise you, if I didn't crash, I would have made that checkpoint. My goal right now is to at least get to that third checkpoint. I'm out of tokens already. You gotta be kidding me. You gotta be kidding me. And why is it there's so many bikers on the road on the way to the third checkpoint? I'm about to say, y'all get out my way now. I gotta make tracks, bro. I gotta make tracks. Bro, get out of my way, man. Why you keep... Nah. You see how they trying to hit me? Stop! Oh my gosh, dude. Hey, this is getting... You know what? I'm gonna have to turn this off. I'm gonna have to turn this off. I was in a perfect position to get to that third checkpoint, and this moron gonna go knock me off the road. But let it be known, had it not been for these people on the road, I would easily beat this game. Alright. I should reach the next checkpoint. All I gotta do now is just not crash. That's really not fair though. They get to go through each other, but I get hit. I might as well not even finish this one. I'm not reaching 7.5 at this rate. And now, you notice when I'm not going to make the checkpoint, they all get out of my way? You notice that? Now when it's not possible for me to reach the checkpoint, everybody gets out of my way. And think about it. This is this difficult with a controller. Imagine how difficult it is when you're leaning left to right on a motorcycle. You know what I'm saying? When you're leaning left to right on a replica of a motorcycle. Imagine how difficult it would be. Trying to dodge all these morons who are trying to die. Because going 271 kilometers and hitting somebody definitely, short of a miracle, would definitely kill somebody, I'm sure. Alright. We're vibing. We're vibing. See if I can't speed up a little bit here. What? Oh, that's not fair, bro. I don't believe I hit that. That killed all my momentum. That just killed all my momentum. I had managed to avoid all these people and everything. And they gonna go do me like that, bro. That is messed up, dude. They know good and well I didn't hit that sign. I mean that pole. And if I did, I thought it didn't have a hitbox. I mean, look at this. This is the first time I went into the desert without crashing in a long game. Move, man! See, if we were doing this, if I was doing this for real, I'd have me a real pole. And I'd crack him upside his helmet. Wait, you telling me my bike's gonna blow up from hitting some bushes? I think it's a wrap, yeah. And look, just stand out of my way now. Just stand out of my way. That's crazy. I got 3 credits left. I think it's safe to say I'm not gonna get past this checkpoint. Because I'm already at a... I'm getting a little annoyed. And mainly at these CPUs, man. Bro, if y'all don't get out of my way. They are so lucky this isn't Road Rash. Cause I'm telling you, I have me a chain and I would slow down just to knock all of you off your bike. No cap. I'm about to say, just let me blow past them, man. Cause they be trying to, oh, let me see where you are so I can get in front of you and you can crash. Let me get out my way, bro. See that? You see how they tried to jerk me into that sign? They tried it right there too. "68 seconds, huh? "68 seconds is definitely something to work with. 32 seconds is definitely something to work with. "18 seconds is definitely something to work with.